تيست. تشيك 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 ماي. ها شايفها؟ تيست تيست تشيك تشيك. تشيك.
ترتيبنا ايه يا دكتور خالد؟
Who is the first and who is the second? Okay, okay, no problem. أنا جاهزة للتسليم. حضرتك قادر فكري وحضرتك خلي مع فكري يقدم اسم التوكن. اوكي اوكي
ممكن يا جماعه نقدم شويه؟
Okay, have a seat, please. Have a seat, please. Okay. دكتور علياء. Please have a seat. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Good morning, everyone. It's our pleasure today to introduce our invited speech, introduced by Dr. Zatul Elwani Eshafai. Dr. Zatul is from Malaysia, Japan International Institute of Technology, University Technology, Malaysia, UTM. She is the program coordinator of software engineering programs under the umbrella of Department of Electronic Systems Engineering. Her research interest lies in the areas of optimization, meta-heuristics, and operation research, and many of the development systems with AI. Today, we are waiting for a very exciting session introduced by Dr. Zatul. We will hear an invited talk about the real-time web platform for radar data management and disaster mitigation in UTM Bago. And Bago is one of the regions localized in UTM. And so we are very excited to hear about this topic. Her talk today will highlight many issues. We'll highlight the web-based platform for researchers to study the systems, how to access and to process data for development systems. Another highlight that will be developed is utilizing many software platforms for the developments and accessing and processing data for city utilization. Please share with me the welcome of Dr. Zatul.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good morning, everyone. Okay, thank you very much to Prof. Sharin for very nice introduction. Okay, so today I'm going to present the topic entitled at risk. Okay, real-time web platform for radar data management and disaster preparedness at UTM Pago. Okay, actually for UTM, University Technology Malaysia, we have 3 campus, okay, which is mainly in Skudai, Johor Bahru. Okay, and we from Malaysia Japan International Institute of Technology at Kuala Lumpur, and another one campus is at Pago, but also in Johor. But basically, this one is for research. Okay, all right. So my name is Zatul Alwani. Okay, so introduction. Okay, we are in Malaysia, okay, Southeast Asia. We have frequent floods due to intense rainfall. Okay, so as we can see in this map, okay, for Southeast Asia, Indonesia, Singapore, okay, we have intense rainfall. Even if you been in Malaysia before, if maybe during morning, it is sunny day, but suddenly at afternoon or evening, we have heavy rainfall, right? So we cannot predict that. Okay, so that's why it's very important to have accurate high resolution meteorological data, which is this one is crucial for flood forecasting, okay, early warning system, and also emergency response coordination. All right. So these some pictures. Okay, this one is from news at Malaysia. Okay, this one at Johor and Melaka. Okay, two states in Malaysia. Okay, another pictures for flood in Malaysia. And these are the statistic of loss, okay, on 2024. Okay, which is, as we can see here, for living quarters is about 372 plus million loss for living quarters. So it's very what we call crucial, okay, for us to have this accurate high resolution data, okay, to do a flood forecasting early warning system. Okay, so the problem and objective, okay, so in this case, currently in Malaysia, okay, we have no system, okay, because previously everything is manual, okay, manual processing of hundreds of radar files daily by radar operators and researchers. Okay, so because of this manual processing, so it leads to delays, okay, inconsistency and risk of data loss. Okay, and also lack of centralized access during critical events. Okay, previously, the data that we have, okay, in UTM Pago, because of we have a radar, okay, as in the next slide here, okay, this one, okay, we have this radar. The name of this radar is X-band radar, okay, located at UTM Pago, which is under center at UTM, Disaster Preparedness and Prevention Center. So this one is located at UTM Pago. So this radar will capture within 70 kilometer radius for 3 states in Malaysia, which are Melaka, Negeri Sembilan, and Johor. Okay, so this radar will capture the rainfall data. All right. So, okay, what happened once the radar capture the data in the server, the image that has been captured is very, very large. Okay, even if I can show you the platform after this, even for 1 day, okay, or maybe half day, it's already 1 gig, okay, data. So it's very, very large. So that's why, as I mentioned here, the risk of data loss. All right. So the objective of this platform or web-based here is the first one, okay, to develop the information system, okay, X-band radar information system. And then second one is to automate data ingestion and processing for every 1 minute. Maybe later we can improve, okay, in terms of time. Okay, and then provide centralized, secure, and role-based access, and also enable real-time visualization and analysis. Okay, so as I mentioned just now, okay, this is covered for 3 states within 70 kilometer radius. Okay, and for Singapore and Indonesia, okay, before this, they also have a similar radar like this, and they also have similar information system, but not for public yet. Okay, and for this radar, okay, which is from Furuno, okay, Furuno Electric Japan. Okay, basically there are what we call few types of radar. Okay, but this one is for dual polarization. Okay, but this one actually we can get multi-parameter data. But for this project, for this topic, we only focus on rainfall only. Okay, but other than rainfall, they can capture haze. Okay, or maybe like in Egypt, right? You have fog, for example, right? Maybe we can capture that kind of data as well. But for this one, we focus on rainfall. Okay. Okay, this one is just inspection for the server at UTM Pago. Okay, so the methodology that we use in order for us to develop this web-based, okay, we are using agile methodology. Okay, so in software engineering framework, okay, we have few methodology, but in this project we are using agile methodology, which because of this one is very suitable to be used because of we have many changes of the requirements from the stakeholder. Okay. Okay, so technology and software use in order for us to complete this platform. Okay, we are using Django and definite channels. Okay, Celery Rabbit MQ, Postgre, okay, for data subscription. Okay, Redis and also Cloudflare tunnel and things. Okay. Okay, so the system features. Okay, in a brief. Okay, basically we have 3 users for now. Okay, admin, premium user, and free user. Okay, so as I mentioned, because of this is the platform for researchers or maybe government agencies, anyone that want to access the data. So we have divided into 2 types of user, premium and user. Okay, which is the premium user. Okay, they need to subscribe. Okay, so they can access the data. Okay, I mean no limitation. Okay, but for free user, they only can view some limited data only. All right. Okay, so this is the screenshot. Maybe if we have more time later, I can show you the platform, the web base that we done. Okay, based on this link. Okay, so based on the testing, after we done this system, okay, we already complete few categories of testing. Okay, first one, unit and integration testing to make sure that every features works well. Okay, and then we do the system performance testing, security assessment, okay, functional and user acceptance testing, okay, in order for us to make sure that all the requirements by the stakeholders is already fulfilled, okay, and also usability evaluation, okay. Okay, so discussion and conclusion. So what we can conclude here, by having this project, so we can have automated and also real-time data workflow, okay, which is for now we can say that every 1 minute we can capture the data and display, okay, in live map, okay, and of course it can eliminate manual file transfers and deletes before this, okay, and also centralized secure access. And the third one, I think this one is very important and also my main highlight today because of we as a researcher, okay, we always need data, right, to do some prediction, to do analysis and so on. So this one is my main highlight, okay, to bridging research and operation. Okay, all right. So maybe later if anyone interested to access to the data, okay, I can give you my contact after this. Okay, and then scalable and sustainable platform. Okay, and the last one, performance and reliability proven. Okay, so for future work, because of this is the web-based only or platform to prepare the data. So maybe later for my team, okay, for future work, we are working on the application of AI and also machine learning for rainfall prediction, okay, flood risk modeling, and also having mobile apps as well, okay, for offline cache, map viewer for field officers, open API for institutional sharing, and automated reports. And our big vision here, okay, as raised as national standard for meteorological systems in Malaysia, inshallah. Okay, so this is some pictures for during deployment, and also this one training for the system after we deploy. Okay, so that's all. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Dr. Zatul, for very inspiring session. Thanks so much. We can receive one question. Any question from the audience, please? Any question for Dr. Batul? I can ask a question. Dr. Batul, you mentioned many software used in the establishment of the platform for your platform to access data. Do you study the complexity and how it is connected to the cloud services?
Okay, thank you very much, Prof. Sharin, for the question. Okay, actually, that part is done by my team. Okay, actually, the role for this is more on requirements analysis part. Okay, in terms of technical part, I mean in order for us to capture the data from the radar and then transfer to the cloud, and then we extract again to the system. That one I do not go very technical on that because I'm not on that team. Okay.
Okay, thanks so much, Dr. Zatul. Thanks so much. Please share with me the welcome of Dr. Zatul. Thanks so much.
Application development of transportation management system for rural area or with real-time GPS tracking and
Have a seat, please. Have a seat, please. Now we'll go to our second prestigious speaker. We will introduce our speaker, esteemed speaker, Dr. Sharifa Zaria Nadine. Sharifa is from University of UTM, and she is the academic manager and external program for MGIT. She is a senior lecturer at the Department of Management of Technology. Today, we will have an inspiring talk from Dr. Sharifa. She will speak about the application developments of transportation and the transportation management for the rural area in real-time GPS tracking and the emergency response of the transportation systems. During her inspiring session, we will learn more about the transportation management and many of the challenges that are facing the intelligent transportation systems and how to utilize the GPS tracking systems and AI techniques in these prestigious and important potential track. Please welcome Dr. Sharifa and share with me the welcome word. Thanks so much, Dr. Sharifa. The stage is yours.
Thank you very much, Prof. Sherin. Okay, so Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ahlan wa sahlan. Good morning and a very good day. Okay, so I'm Sharifah from MJIT, UTM Kuala Lumpur. Okay, would like to share with you. So I'm very honored today to be at ASTMT Smart Village. This is my first time in Egypt. All right. So yeah, I'm very glad. So hopefully you take your time to listen to my talk, even though it's so boring. All right. Okay. So this is we developed an application for a transportation system together with our software engineer students. All right. And this project basically is a quadruple helix project, which is combining between government, all right, industries, academia, the university, and also together with the community. All right. Okay. So basically, this project is integrate, all right, the community with the transportation system in rural area. Okay. So basically, the rural area is very like it is in the jungle or it's far away from the main road. Okay. So maybe, okay. So you can see who are our
Hey,
rural
let's
area
know more
or
about
call
orang
it orang
asli
asli
and their
or
education.
indigenous people. So this is
Malaysia
about
is a
the
country in
introduction,
Southeast Asia with
about them
11 states and 2 federal territories
education,
on Peninsular
right?
Malaysia.
So basically,
The
this is
other 2
our
states and 1
Peninsular
federal
Malaysia,
territory
and
in
the
East Malaysia,
another part
with
of Peninsular
population
Malaysia,
estimated at
Sabah Sarawak, this is the
32.7
Borneo.
million.
All right, so our population is
Not
around
only
30
attracted
million
to its
people,
biodiversity
and
alone, but they are
these
communities of indigenous people or orang
are
asli. They are the
rural
minority among the
located in the
total of
rural area.
population in
Okay, so they
Malaysia,
are
with
minority.
unique languages,
Okay, and they have
belief,
their own
and
unique
own
language
knowledge of
also.
practices
And they have
for the
their own
sustainable
activity
management of natural sources.
manage their
They are
daily life.
separated into
Okay,
3 main
and
tribal
in the
groups and
Peninsular
consist
Malaysia,
of 18 ethnic
the
included
indigenous people
Semang
are
Negrito,
separated
which
by
located in
three
the north
regions.
of Peninsula,
So we have the
consists of
northern region,
Kensui,
have
Kintak,
a different
Jahai, Lanoh,
type of
Mandarin,
indigenous
and Batek. Senoi in the central
the,
region have the
middle
Semai,
region, central
Kemiar,
region. They
Jahut,
also have their
Cekbong,
own
Maberi, and
type
Samaberi.
of indigenous
And the
people.
Proto-Malay in
And
the
lastly
southern
is
region
the
consists of Temuan,
southern region
Semalai,
of the
Jakun,
Peninsular Malaysia.
Orang Kanak,
Okay,
Orang
so
Kuala,
the
and
stated
Orang
there is the
Selatan.
type of indigenous.
Orang asli are mostly
Okay, so
live
these are
near
the
the forest
activity
and
that they have
coast,
done
and
in
some
the
of them
forest.
also live in rural
Not
and remote
accessible for
areas.
us to go inside
Their
the
activities
forest,
are
and
hunting
the
animals for
activity that
food,
they are doing is
such as
they
hunting with
the
blowpipe for
animals,
birds and little
fruits,
monkey, and fishing with using
fruits
spear.
in the jungle,
Other
and
than
they
that,
have
orang
in the
asli
river.
also
Okay,
improve their livelihood
so
and
yeah,
nutrition
they find
by
their own
practicing
food
agriculture.
to survive. Okay, and also
Various aspects has
they
been
do
covered
some
by the quality of
agricultural
life
activities
for all individuals
inside
from all walks of
their
life.
location.
And these
All right,
include the quality
so
of education,
the
which
point
is
here
very
is how
significant
about
as
their
it is
education.
cited by
All
Nelson
right,
Mandela.
so
Education is the
always
most powerful
for
weapon
everyone.
which you
Okay,
can
so
use
we
to
don't
change
want
the
to
world.
have
However, the standard of education
different
among orang asli in
for
Malaysia is
getting
still at
the
a low
education.
level.
All right, see,
Orang asli get education at the
their
young of age,
difficulty,
and majority of them
all right,
receive
every
formal
day from their
education
house,
only
they
at
need
the
to get
primary
into the
level.
boats, for example. They need to walk
However, there is a significant trend where the
around
majority
50
of students who
sometimes.
completed their
Okay, they
primary
need to get
education will
to
drop
the
out
school.
from
So
secondary
many
school.
type of vehicles.
Education
Sometimes
is
walking,
important, likewise to
motorcycle,
orang asli.
boats,
They need the
and then
education
pick up
even when they
and then
are in
get
hardship.
to the school. Okay,
But the hardship
all right.
did
So
not
this
stop
is
their
how
spirit to
because
continue
they
studying.
live in the remote
There are a
areas.
lot of factors causing that
Okay,
specific
so
problem. One of the
basically,
factors would be the
this is
awareness
one of
among the
the
orang asli community towards education,
factor why
and another factor
this
would be the
manage
orang asli
transportation management
accessibility
system
to their
for
nearest
rural area.
education institution. Orang asli are the minority communities that had been
Okay,
marginalized
so
for decades.
this is
And
some
to
of
achieve the aim to reduce poverty and uplift quality of life, education is the main key to success.
Okay,
Everyone
so
have to
basically,
play their important role
everyone
to
play
resolve this
their
issue
important roles
together.
to resolve this difference of education. All right, thank you. All right, so next. Okay, so basically this is the data from JAKOA. JAKOA is a department under Ministry for Rural Development. Okay, so they are managing this orang asli. Okay, so basically for this data, from this data, we can see that we have 40,000 students. Okay, so of orang asli itself for 10 states in Peninsular Malaysia. Okay, so for our case study, we choose 3 state, which is Johor, Perak, and Pahang, which is yeah. Okay, next. Okay, sorry. Okay, so sorry. All right. So basically, we have a lot of challenges, and we have around 23% drop out from the school because of these challenges. Okay, because the difficulty to travel to school. Okay, so we have a lot of statistics. We have the challenges. It's always appear in the paper. Okay, and the government have planned for their development or transformation education for them. Okay, they develop a policy, and they give a grant or dana. It's a grant, okay, to develop their education. All right, and it's a lot more about them, why they're dropping out. to explain why they don't want, they cannot receive the education equally. So basically, the students, after the survey that have been done, the orang asli students basically have difficulty to go to school because of the transportation problem. Okay, so they missing the schools, they have problem with learning. Okay, so the gap is far, all right, and unequal access. And from the school also, they have a struggle for the attendance. They need to keep up the percentage. The government already decide 90% at least attendance for the school to achieve. Okay, but it cannot achieve the KPI, and it's give impact to the learning. And also the government also need to make sure that the educational disparities is low. Okay, so therefore, basically what we have looked at for this problem, it is inefficient route management, because sometimes the parent, because of the safety issues, the parents will go to the school by boat with the students, with their kids, with their daughter and son. Okay. All right, so there is a communication gap basically between the drivers and the transportation provider and the parents itself. And then there is a lack of real-time information. We don't know where is our kid. We don't know what happened to the boat. We don't know what the motorcycle or whatever vehicle that they use. All right, and also the safety concern. Okay, from the parents. Okay, so from this problem, okay, so basically we need to have this system to manage the transportation, especially in the rural area. Okay, and we want to improve the students' attendance in the school. All right, so we will develop this transportation management system, okay, for the transportation provider, for the driver, and also for the parents to look at the location of their kids. All right, so this is our stakeholder ecosystem, our transportation provider, the admin itself, okay, the vendors and the drivers, okay, the students and also the parents. Okay, so we choose the in Malaysia we have a lot of transportation provider, okay, but this we collaborate. Okay, we collaborate with one of the established transportation provider, which is Maralina. Okay, so they have a lot of fleet and they have a lot of routes from their service and also the ridership. Okay, so we choose Maralina. Okay, so Maralina, we choose these 3 states. Okay, consists of this one, 9,000 students. Okay, all right. So maybe I want to play another video. Okay, so we have a video for the proof of concept where we together with the students go to school from we choose two village from the rural area. Okay, so this one. I make it fast, this video, because we don't have time. So we can see just now the student walk to the main road. Okay, and then take the pickup. All right, and then they go to the the station, and then sometimes like this we have the pickup. So we choose these 3, and sometimes the transportation provider need to have motorbike also to bring the students. All right. So sometimes we have the bus, because from the pickup, from the pickup, we go to the main road. Okay, so this is 165 orang asli village. Okay, and this one, some of them need to use motorcycle and boat. Okay, all right. Maybe can stop already. Can stop the video. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So in order to develop the application, all right, so we use this hybrid agile waterfall methodology. Okay, we first planning, all right, we design and we develop and then we testing before we deploy. Okay, we always have a meeting with the industry, with the transportation provider, okay? And together we go through the community, we go to the rural area, to the village, okay? To see the location and to spot the location, all right? And we use the some of the technologies, okay? So like this one, the back end framework, the front end, okay? So the interface, okay, that we use for developing the model, okay, the system, okay, the Flutter Firebase for the database is MySQL. All right, so this is the development process, requirement from the industry and the driver itself, okay, designing the phase, and then we develop the program, and also we do the testing. All right, so this is the core system features and what in the system, which is we have the real-time GPS tracking, we have the route optimization and scheduling, and we have also the emergency response, because that one is how the drivers need to tell the emergency cases during the commute or the route, okay? So to the admin of the transportation provider, and also the digital incidents management. Okay, so this is some the application, the features of the apps. Okay, and we have the interface for the admin, for the drivers. All right, so we can see the live tracking. Okay, and the dashboard of the admin. Also, we have the driver management, and we have the schedule management. For the admin can see who is the driver at that time, and if there is an emergency alert, they will come out the right SOS alert. Okay, and this is the driver page where we know where is the location of the drivers, and the drivers can report the incident or the emergency SOS. Okay, so this is the schedule for the driver. If there is a notification or SOS alert, they will appear in the page. Okay, all right, so this is the report incident if the driver would like to report. Okay, so from this system, okay, we can have that 70% emergency response reduction from 15 minutes to 3 seconds in average. Okay, so before this in manual, they need to call. All right, so now since we have this app, so it's already fasten the response, yeah, emergency response. Okay, real-time visibility. Okay, so it's increase up to 100%. The training time reduction also, we have faster incident reporting 99%, and basically we already serve 15,000 students. Okay, so this also we have the technical validation for the user acceptance, especially for the drivers. All right, so it's almost 90% and above. Okay, so the the user acceptance matrix also is 95%. All right, and the score. Okay, so after interview, the drivers also and the parents. Okay, so they are very happy. All right. Okay, so basically we can see the improvement in terms of the attendance of the school, even though we can say it's only 3%, but it's very significant to them. All right, so this is a Perak, Johor, Pahang, and this is the overall improvement and impact. All right. Okay, so basically for future research direction, maybe it can be integrated with the blockchain integration, AI, predictive analysis, and also regional expansion. Okay, all right. So yeah, we would like to transform the rural education through this very good transportation system. All right, so basically this is just a meeting with the industries. Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Dr. Sharifa, for very inspiring session. And it highlights very important issue related to a prominent problem and linked with education, especially education in earlier stages, which is very important and affecting in the upcoming future directions. Now, any questions to Professor Sharifa? Okay, we have a question from Dr. Saleh and from Professor Nur Akmar. Okay, Dr. Saleh? Dr. Mustafa, I am so sorry.
we have here in Egypt a different problem. Maybe in Malaysia, it is not in rural area. It is in the capital. We have many schools, many students, and in one time we find in one street 10 buses for 10 schools. You have a problem like this, the crowded due to the school buses. Do you to try to find a solution for this problem? Use one bus for many schools? Because it's very
problematic. Yeah. So in Malaysia also we have transportation provider, but in city, we have individual transportation provider. All right. Normally, they will pick up students from the house and then go send to school, different school, and then they will pick up back and then send to the houses. Yeah, that is the system that we do in Malaysia at the city. Okay, so normally for the city, the location from the house to the school is only 1 kilometer. Up to 2 kilometers because the government didn't allow us to go outside the region because we need to state our address. So we need to choose the nearest school. If we choose other than our region, so it will be rejected. Yeah, so that's why in the city we don't have any problem. So in the rural area, yeah, because the location is 50 kilometers. So yeah, so that's why. It's normal in Cairo. Okay. All right. Okay, so it's different, opposite. Yeah. So you need to have this system also to detect the location of the students. All right.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sharifa. We have another question from Professor Nur Akmar.
Thank you, Doctor. I wonder, you have the software to monitor the movement of the students, right? There must be a hardware that you track. Yes, can you please explain a little bit about that?
All right. So from the POC, proof of concept, the first place, will detect the students. They will have the QR code with them. And the drivers have the device for the QR code to scan that. Yes. So every time they go to the vehicle A, so they will touch. Okay, and then after that, they will transform to another vehicle, which is boat, for example, and they will touch again. So there we can locate the student's position, yes, because they use a different vehicle, maybe more than one vehicle. All right, okay, and then go to the main road, and then the van will pick up from the river to the school. So another touch, the QR code, yeah. So that is how we do the POC concept. So after that, then we develop the apps, okay? And we install the GPS tracking in the vehicle. Yeah, to locate the vehicle, and at the same time, we track the attendance system for the students.
Maybe for your consideration, maybe in the future you can propose for the students to bring like an ID card that you can track directly instead of tracking the vehicle.
That's the problem. Sometimes the indigenous people don't have ID number, not like us. Is this surprise? Yeah, even the school ID. Sometimes, yes, we can provide. Yes, because sometimes they can, duplicate the ID. Okay, so we are proposing the biometric system also after this. Yes, there is another one.
Very important because more than one student can use the same ID, so we can replace with biometric identification. Yes, misplaced and may forget someone. Okay, thanks so much.
It's working according to the.
Yeah. Thanks so much. Please share with me the welcome of Professor Sharifa.
Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure for me to introduce Dr. Fitri Yaqub. Dr. Fitri Yaqub will give us a talk about smart devices and AI-powered IoT transforming urban farming, healthcare, and disaster resilience. Dr. Fitri Yaqub is a senior lecturer in MJIIT UTM Malaysia. He is also a full member of Disaster of Preparedness and Prevention Center, MJIIT. He also IEEE Kuala Lumpur Section Executive Committee. Also, he is a counselor, IEEE Student Branch UTM Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Dr. Fitri also is a lecturer as well. So let us welcome to Dr. Fitri Yaqub. Thank you, bro. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Prof, for the very nice introductions. Good morning and welcome to everyone. So I would like to share with you some of the projects. So basically, this is more towards the sharing session. So this is not 100% fully research based. There are project based, some a bit on research and also computation based. So I would like to highlight on the three main parts here. The first one is about the healthcare, some projects on the healthcare, transportation, and also for disaster resilience. I think everybody that works on IoT AI, so they might know that the development challenge for the IoT, this is statistic based on 2023. So you can see the numbers there where they are basically focused on the IoT segment. Just a bit small introduction on a subsystem of IoT. I also believe most of you know this is quite straightforward actually. So we have some of the scholar mentioned that we have 4 different layers. So the first layer probably we will have like perception layer, for example, like camera, robot, sensor, and meter. So this one is like sensor that detects any behavior characteristics of the systems. Then we have the transport layer, for example, like routing, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth transmission, because we need to have these connections between our sensor and our device. The third layer is processing layer. So we have data center cloud, because most of the case we will store our data, use data on the data cloud. So we will have this processing layer. And last but not least, we have application layer, like a smart health, smart home, and other things. In this case, I would like to share a few projects about university, community, and industries related to IoT. So the first one back in 2021. So our teams is basically try to focus on these very big issues on Southeast Asia. Okay, this is I think I'm not sure in Egypt, but in Southeast Asia, for Malaysia, flooding is one of the main big issue on disaster. So we have a collaboration with our Kuala Lumpur City Hall or DBKL. So you can see this is the actual scenario happens, stranded motorists, vehicle damages, time wasted, and death. So what is the problems? Basically, we try to focus based on the issues on the flood scenario. So we have like malfunctioning warning systems. There is no evacuation solutions. Once you pass through on that direction, so you will stuck at that area. There will be no way around to return back. So there is no solution at the moment. Also, we have issues on the communication service disruption and also no emergency planning. So in our case, we try to implement probably the field of aerospace technology. So we have the satellites, communications, position, and geophysics information from there. We also have IoT installed at several places for the remote sensings. So for the AI, we have a routes optimization. So we need to generate the alternative, the best routes to avoid the stranded area. Then we have a bit on AI on the analysis and forecasting. Then we provide the navigation routes for the end user, the real-time traffic navigation solution. for during the flash floods. So we have these two for the end user and also for our rescue team. So this is the architecture. So we have satellite, we have a flash flood ground devices. So if you take a look, this number one is basically the one that we designed and developed by our university. Then we try to install at several areas and then do this analysis on AI centralized monitor IoT platforms. And at the end, we try to provide the solution for the road user and also for the rescue team. So before that, we try to do the pilot study on this case. So you can see there's number one, which is the first prototype devices for flash flood detection system. Then we have our GPS information, GNSS based on QZSS satellite. You can see that basically we are able to capture the data, the real-time data based on the data from the ground devices and also based on the satellites. Then we connect all those information we send to the DBKL or our City Hall, City Council, and also for the NATMA, which is the organization that in charge for any disaster in Malaysia. And the last one, we showcase that this information, the route generation can be able generated and then given to the end user based on the open request, because not all cases they have this scenario. So upon request from the end user, then we can provide the route generation for the alternative way. So we have a small implementation in Jalan Tun Razak, Kuala Lumpur back in 2021, 2022. So some information and data store just to make sure that our devices works well on this particular area. So this is in Kuala Lumpur. And this is very always happen if we have 2 or 3 hours raining without stop. Okay, the next one, when we presented that project, so we have one cases that Honda R&D also interest on this particular project, but they would like to see what we can do on the vehicles, transportations perspective. So in this case, the same scenarios based on these statistics, we have issues on stranded vehicles in Southeast Asia. So we have 1.24 billion people most at risk based on this flood scenario only. So this is again in Kuala Lumpur in 2022 based on the image source. So we have this issue, the reality, the stranded vehicle happen, very heavy traffic jam, time consuming, and also life loss. So we provide the solution for Honda. So we have, I just show the concept actually because still ongoing project. So we have the concept of by using the satellite information, the near real times weather information. So we have our data-driven platform FlashNet actually extended from the first project. We have our ground devices that focus for the stranded devices. So what is the idea of this particular projects? So we have the image satellites from the QZNS satellite. Then this one will sense towards several coverage. So this is especially for vehicle, where we install device on the vehicles. So you can see how we predict the accuracy for this particular case. We have so far at the moment close to 99% accuracy for the 60-second flood prediction. So this is the scenario, and then we have some awards based on this particular project. So basically this is our team. So we have we secure small fund from Honda R&D Japan. So this basically also can be extended to the agriculture, insurance and warehouse project. Okay, let's move on the another project. So this one also comes with the need from the industry. So we have the issues on the health for the post-stroke patients. So there is a medical doctor comes to UTM and asks, what is the best solution that we can embed IoT on their technology? So we have an issue for this case. You can see that many stroke survivors show deteriorated level of cognitive and motor functions. There's an issue also on regular checkup hassle. So in Malaysia, normally they need to go to hospital regularly, even though just for simple medical checkup. You are not necessary to meet a doctor actually, but you need to go. So in that case, we don't think actually doctors say why they need to come. So they can just easily monitor through IoT and AI concepts. So we have an issue on intensive care 24 hours. So what is our solutions here? We try to provide the home-based IoT health monitoring system, can determine the recovery status of post-stroke patients. We focus on the Lyme and sleep disorder. So we provide the dashboard, display reading of patients, and also device detect abnormality and monitor patients. Since this is project with hospital, so we have issue on in terms of the budget actually. So we try to provide solution on the small budget. So we have IoT part there on the left side, sensors. So we try to show that's the proof of concept of this project. Then we develop our IoT monitoring system, real times. Then we share those informations to the guardian caregivers and also the for the medical doctor. So some demos here probably can I run? Can I click here? Okay. So this is very simple POC, proof of concept. So we can see that dashboard can monitor this one real times, and then we can able to send those informations and track their locations in real time. Okay, the next one, we have another project with a small industry. This is about the COVID during 2021, 2020. So we have a project by designing these small robots, especially for the indoor area of COVID-19 mitigation using the deep learning technique. So we have this issue, I think everybody knows that we designed this one for, especially for the social distance tracking, because this is based on the regulation from WHO. They ask we should have some distance between individual. So we also try to tackle issues on indoor air quality monitoring and prediction, and also air purifications, plus autonomous spatial cleaning. So we start from the zero. We have a mechanical design, electronics part, software. So we have a huge number of mechanical parts there on the designs, the exterior, interior modelings. Many designs comes, and then we select the best one. On the electronics part also, few sensors. So this is very important if you have a sensors. Then you have the navigation system, social distance. So this is the overall one. We design for the software development, do some testing, do algorithm testing and so on. So some results that I would like to share. This is the final for the electronic software development. And then we have tested also in actual in real environments during that times. So we have few numbers. So this is the final products. Actually, we sent for the patent already. And then we have this data for the social distance tracking, indoor air quality monitoring, prediction, and air purification. The last one, we also, not the last one, I guess, this is for the transportation scenario. So we actually extended also one of our initial projects for the drive guards, transforming urban mobility with low-cost intelligent vehicle solutions. This is basically the project base, but we are able to publish Q1 in this particular project. So in this case, we try to tackle these issues is for the futures transportation systems. So how to transform urban mobility with low-cost intelligent vehicle solutions. So this is, I think, most of the case, certain countries have this big issue. Okay, they don't have a proper system of traffic light, or maybe the traffic light is not in function. So they have issue on traffic, energy, travel time. So we try to design and develop the vehicle detection using deep learnings based on the camera data detections. So we have this particular actual scenario based on this detection. So we have a bird eye view, top view, and so on. So how this project is basically still ongoing with Honda, also slightly small collaboration with them. This is still ongoing, and then we focus on the traffic congestion, energy consumption, and traffic delay. We have also the few projects for disaster one. We tackle the issues on the forest fire prevention system in Malaysia. So we joined the program through JAXA, Japan, and also GISDA, which is in Thailand, Bangkok. So we will bring our students. So we are able to got actually top 3. So this is not number 1, number 3 actually. So we won this award by Sony for these competitions. So what is our solution? Again, based on the device that provided by Sony. This is one of the compulsory requirement. We need to use Sony products because they sponsor the sensors. So we have to use it. Actually, this one is quite rare for us. We are not really know how to use Sony because they are not really open at the moment. So we explore and learn by ourselves. So we are able to integrate our Sony with Arduino and other IoT sensor. Then we able to detect these informations, the forest fire through the entire control system. And then finally, we send all those input to the drone, forest ranger, and also firefighter. Let's take a look on the small POC here. So you can see how we certainly design the ground-based sensor. So we have our sensor, but we got the information from the QZSS, again, the satellite, because this is sponsored by JAXA. So one of the regulation, we need to use JAXA informations, QZSS satellites. So based on that, we have our AI cameras, do some AI detection for that, and then how to understanding the risk based on this one, machine learning algorithms, where we do the forecasting and monitoring systems, and then we send those information communicates based on our sensor to all. On this particular application, we use simple telegrams and send those information to the end user. So at the end, you can see that how we are able to send information in real time. So this is by assuming that our rescue team can also receive this particular informations. There is another project based on this landslide. This is also a big issue in Malaysia. Landslide is the second major disaster in Malaysia after flood. So you can see Genting Highland is quite famous for tourism, and this is recently happens that we have the landslide, the debris flow hit our tourist resort in Malaysia. So I skipped that video because I think maybe running out of time. So I just want to show how we try to solve that particular problems by installing very simple IoT devices at specific area. So how do I know where is the locations that we need to install? It's based on the mapping that have been done prior. So this is our camping zone, for example. Then we already have a specific area that we need to install. So what is our target? Again, based on that's why data from satellite is very important. This is our real, or at least our first information. That's based on that data, we can do a lot of analysis from the satellites. But again, satellite is not really accurate enough. So we have another information from our ground devices. So the idea is based on this particular, so we send those information to the tourisms or maybe campus, for example. Then the resort, the owner of the resort also may able to understand and see the effect of their particular area. Let's take a look some POC on this particular project. So camper can scan the QR codes provided by the campsite owner to access the campsite map, for example. Then our dashboard for tourism booking, the orange color indicates one of the sensors has been triggered. We assume that that area have been triggered. So what is the best solution? The alarm will sound. So this one is based on how you set it off. So from here, this is also we develop our dashboard. So in admin dashboard view, we have any accident occurring at the campsite will trigger alert to other stakeholders, such as forest ranger and mass communication channel. Okay, so this is just a simple one. I think I skip this part. Okay, so this one also we are using this. We access the QZSS signal from satellites, and also through this testing by using the Sony product also. So we have tested and demonstrated.
Danger! Danger! Run for your life!
We are able to do for this particular project. Okay, just share some photo with the students and also the organizer. Okay, the last one I would like to share another scenario. Almost done. This is the last one, Prof. Okay, this is the actual project with the community. So this one basically in the project as the northern part of Malaysia for the landslide. So basically this is on the upstreams and the mountains area. We have a big issue during the COVID time. So the debris flow come from the upstreams up to 5 kilometers to the downstreams. So we try, because there is no communication area on that particular area, mountain area. So we install our IoT part there and then do some integration with the systems. At the end, we would like to send those information through the police and also rescue team. So we design the dashboard systems just to show, and then we also testing and demonstrate to there's two different agencies. The bottom one is police, and the first one in there is for the firefighters. So we demonstrate to them that this is done in actual scenario. We are trying to by sending those information in real time. So otherwise, they need to go and monitor time by time. So the best another. So I think
Okay, sekarang kita nak tunjuk sambung part tu lah ni. So yang ni tadi kita balik kepada kita punya front end yang kita monitor dekat dashboard. So kalau perasan kita buat jerai, geopark, real time sensor, data monitoring dashboard. So kita dua sensor sini, temperature dan humidity, dia bergantung kepada temperature yang kita ada kat sini dan humidity yang ada kat sini. Kita connect itu pada kita punya
projects. Okay, I think that's all for today. So if you, I would like to, this is sharing session. So we have engagement later on with the same similar expertise or field, so we can have nice and more collaborations after this. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Petri, for your wonderful presentations. Actually, we don't have long time, so please, if there is any questions. Okay, Dr. Alia.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much for this wonderful presentation. I just would like to ask about the stroke project for rehabilitation hospitals. Rehab hospitals usually used for elderly people. So post-stroke is very dangerous for these elderly people. Is it possible to detect the symptoms earlier so we can prevent a stroke before it happened?
Thank you, Prof. I do agree with you actually. That's why in this project, we just focus on the bottom part, because the upper part actually is a bit hard. And then also to install few sensors on their body is not easy. So what I did basically, we are not installing 100% on their body, but we try to create a systems how those sensors, we can monitor it at home. So instead of they go regularly to the hospital, they can easily monitor at home their conditions. And actually, we provide a solution how medical doctor can know the patient's conditions. So this is the idea. But yeah, we do also have several projects regards to that. But yeah, this one still many things need to consider, Prof.
Any other question? Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Fitri Yaqub. Thank you very much. Now we have a break, please. Join us, just 15 minutes break only. We'll go to the session after that. Thank you very much. Dr. Fitri. Oh, we forgot to give you. Sorry.
Ha? Ni siapa lagi? 3 orang ada ni. Ni. Dan siapa lagi? Dr. Neo. Neo ada tak dalam ni? Neo ada tak dalam ni? Neo macam mana? Lambang dia apa? Neo. N ya? N. Neo tu apa? Cari nama dia mana satu? Neo je rasanya. Neo. Ni kah? Tak ada, kaji nak bagi tahu dalam grup. OWL tu kan? I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Oh, thank you so much. Today we have special. Thank you.
OWL ni lah.
Yang mana satu? Yang mana satu? Neo. This one already.
Which one?
Which one Neo?
Neo ke apa?
Tu cincia tu. Cincia yang ni. Cincia ni. Si. Tadi. Tu?
Ready in 50 minutes.
Dah.